If you're a big fan of Heartstoppers, you might want to know a bit more about Joe, Locke, and Kit Connor, who have grabbed everyone's attention with their acting and on-screen chemistry. So, are Charlie and Nick dating in real life, and what do the two have to say about each other off-screen? Stay tuned to find out more. Heartstopper, which premiered on Netflix on April 22, 2022, is a show based on Alice Oseman's 2020 graphic novel of the same name. The book and the show tells the story of Charlie Spring, played by Joe Locke, who falls in love with Nicholas Nick Nelson, played by Kit Connor. Joe plays a shy gay student at Truham Grammar School. Nick, on the other hand, is a popular rugby player and a year older than Charlie. Charlie falls for Nick when he sits next to him in class one morning. The show, which has been viewed more than 24 million times since its premiere, follows Charlie and Nick's relationship from the start of their intimate friendship to Charlie's crush on Nick and Nick's struggles with his own sexuality and feelings for Charlie. Now, Alice Oseman's graphic novel was a New York Times bestseller in 2020 and inspired this series. The book is not just about a love story between two guys. It also talks about struggles at school and the effects of coming out in a society that doesn't fully accept LGBTQ+ community. In an interview with GQ in May 2022, Joe opened up about how he relates to Charlie's experience of coming out. "I really relate to Charlie and his experiences a lot too." He said, "There are a lot of stories about coming out, but there are not as many stories about the actual queer experience post-coming out and how just because you're out doesn't mean everything is magically better." Charlie's experience with settling for a love that isn't necessarily what he deserves is pretty universal for queer people. I think there are a lot of queer people who just accept what they get because they've told themselves they don't deserve better. Heartstopper is so great at being like, queer people deserve real love. Queer people deserve a love that actually is fulfilling. Heartstopper is a real celebration of queer love. Joe and Kit, who are both 18 years old, also told them about how being close in age to their characters, Charlie is 15 while Nick is 16, helped them relate to Charlie and Nick. I think it makes it more authentic because there is a time and place for 35-year-olds playing 16-year-olds, you know, Joe said. But Heartstopper is definitely a story that hasn't been told before, and so it should be told with the most authenticity as possible. I mean, me and Kit are still in school. We have our A-levels like 3 weeks after the show comes out. You couldn't get any more in school than that, Kit added. A really important aspect of it is how it plays out in school and how it works in that environment. The fact that Joe and I both are still in school made it, to be honest, a little bit easier as actors because we didn't have to think back and remember what it was like. We're not 30-year-olds playing teenagers. It's very much our mindset now. School can be a very strange environment because it does feel like your whole life is just in school, in these friendship groups. Since the premiere of Heartstopper, fans across the world have fallen in love with Charlie and Nick, and as a result have shipped the actors who play with them. So, are Joe, Locke, and Kit Connor dating from Heartstopper? The Heartstoppers leads have said quite a lot about their off-screen relationship and whether Joe, Locke, and Kit Connor are dating in real life. So, are Joe, Locke, and Kit Connor dating from Heartstopper? Are Joe, Locke, and Kit Connor dating from it? The answer is no. Sorry to disappoint you guys, but there is an explanation why the two aren't dating. In an interview with Digital Spy in May 2022, Kit confirmed that he and Joe are very good friends, which helped when they had to perform intimate scenes as Nick and Charlie. "We're very good friends, me and Joe. We're very close, so that helps," Kit said. "But it's so invaluable to have an intimacy coordinator right there, sort of giving you that extra blanket, a comfort blanket," he says, "just to give us that extra kind of protection and comfort and general safety," he continued, "because there is always a strange element of doing any kind of intimacy scene. You're sitting in a room and you might be kissing someone in front of 20 other people in a room. There's something a bit strange about that, so it's nice to have someone. Everyone's obviously got our back in that room, but it's nice to have someone who really is there to make sure that we feel 100% fine and safe and comfortable." Kit also confirmed that he and Joe are just friends in an interview with United Magazine in May 2022, which helped their performances as Nick and Charlie. "Joe and I are very close. We are comfortable at a point in our relationship where we can take the mick out of each other. That's the main element of our friendship. He said, we just have fun. We feel very at ease with each other. When you spend so much time together on set, most of my scenes were with Joe. It did mean we were quickly got on together. It was a good thing that it did happen, as it would have been very difficult to portray that relationship if we weren't as close as we are. The two might not be dating in real life, but they've surely won the hearts of many. Hope you enjoyed this one. Thanks for watching!